What is tourism? Tourism is the study of activities, services, and industries that provide a travel experience. It is made up of different sectors: tourist profiles, transport, hospitality, support services, and attractions. What is a tourist? A tourist travels away from home for longer than a day but less than a year. An excursionist arrives at and departs from a destination on the same day. The difference between inbound and outbound tourism. So it's important for you to know these terms because they'll carry you through until grade 12. So inbound tourists, they travel into a country from another country. For example, an inbound tourist is someone who travels from UK to South Africa. Outbound tourists travel out of their home country to visit another country. An example is someone from South Africa traveling to China. So that tourist, we call them an outbound tourist. Types of destinations. Domestic tourism are people traveling within their country. So, for example, in South Africa, if you're traveling from Gauteng to KwaZulu-Natal, that we call domestic tourism. And then we have regional tourism, which are people traveling in a specific geographical areas. So those people are traveling in SADC countries such as Angola, DRC, Zimbabwe. And then we also have international tourism, are people who travel outside their country of residence, crossing an international border with the passport control. So that means you're traveling to the UK, you're traveling to China, and so forth. Why do people travel? Tourists have different needs, preferences, and after satisfying their basic needs, they seek to satisfy their higher level of needs and wants. And this includes achievement, status, responsibility, reputation. Also, some people travel because of school. They want to attend school in another country. Other people, they travel because they want to escape their busy life. They just want to relax. And some people travel because they want to spend more time with their families. Drawing up a tourist profile. So when you draw up a tourist profile, you need to include the name of the tourist, the nationality, whether they are South African, Zimbabwean. You just have to include their nationality, their age, contact details, occupation, what are they doing, their work details. Needs and preferences, such as, for example, it can be activities that they want to do. Maybe they want to do sports or whatever activities. Specific requirements. Tourists have specific requirements. For example, accommodation. Some tourists may prefer a room that has a view. Other tourists might prefer a room that has proper working Wi-Fi. Food. You have to know if they have any allergies. And then transport, what type of transport would they prefer? Another thing that you have to include in a tourist profile is the arrival and departure dates. Types of tourists. We have different types of tourists, and this is the reason why tourists travel. We have business and professional tourists. They travel for business purposes, for business meetings and business events. Their purchase decisions are influenced primarily by their ability to use their time effectively within the business travel schedules. So they are only able to engage in activities or buy things if it's in their schedule. So with this type of tourist, time is money. Leisure and holiday tourists. They take a vacation from everyday life. Leisure travel is often characterized by staying in nice resorts, going on guided tours, and experiencing local tourist attractions. Adventure tourism is a type of tourism in which tourists do some adventure activities like skydiving, hill climbing, scuba diving. Adventure tourism is popular among young tourists. Eco or environmental tourism is a form of tourism involving visiting fragile, pristine, and undisturbed natural areas. They show respect to the nature and do not contribute to its degradation. So these people are more into sustainability and making sure that the environment is kept in a way that would be useful to future generations. Cultural tourism is concerned with travelers' engagement with the country or their culture, specifically the lifestyle, the history, art, architecture, and other elements that helped shape their way of life. Religion. Faith-based tourism includes conventions, crusades. There are many faith-based camps organized to attract and guide tourists. So these tourists travel mainly for religion purposes. Sports and recreation refers to travel which involves either observing or participating in a sporting event. So, if you are traveling to another country to probably watch the World Cup, then you are a sports and recreation tourist. Visiting friends and relatives, VFR, is a form of travel involving a visit either or both to friends and relatives. The purpose of the trip or the type of accommodation involves visiting friends and or relatives. Special interest tourists, they travel with the primary motivation of practicing or enjoying a special interest. This can include unusual hobbies, activities that attract niche markets. For example, ancestry tourism, gambling tourism. And then lastly, we have health tourist or tourism. So these are people who are traveling abroad to receive medical treatment. In the past, this referred to those who traveled from less developed to major medical centers in highly developed countries from treatment that are unavailable at home.